Well, let me tell you something. The 70s. Well, let me tell you, I started big in 1968 at the Barbados Independence Queen Show. We had a competition Saturday night, and then the following week, they would pick 3 of the best guys, the king and the other 2, to appear on the Queen Show. At the time it was tourist board behavior and all kinds of like that, which is a different thing than today, you know. But I started in 1968 on the big stage, but before that I was doing hotel work with St. Barnes. Most Austin Brothers combo, I came through them doing hotel work. I was always into calypso from school. So I really came through some of our fellas. I didn't come through the easy crowd. So when you come through the Mighty Charmer, Lord Sivers, sit down in that crowd, you know you come through heavyweights. Well, and that competition only had about 4 of us because they were just trying something for Kwapova. So I was fortunate enough to win that one at Calypsonian Farm. But with 2 of those. But I will let you know something. I let a lot of people know this. The first prize was $100. So they gave me an envelope. You know, when a small envelope, they put tablets in and so, you know. That time you get the big $20 bill. So I go on to the Pink Star, fussy. Calypso came up there. I enjoy myself in the Pink Star. I tell me, look in that envelope and see what is in there. George brings some drinks, man. I don't worry about the envelope. When I decided to look in the envelope, you know what it had in? 3 $20 bills and a small piece of paper, man, I owe you 40. And fellas is win today and sit there and sing next year. Fellas, you know, we win, get big money in the car, and the fellas are singing next year. But I keep on singing from that $100 to today. And then stopping, honestly stop myself.
Prior to the 1930s, Barbadian calypso was called banja. Fast forward to the late 1960s, and the competitive landscape of calypso in Barbados saw the rise of many talented young singers. These forerunners set the stage for the development of popular Barbadian calypso at the time. Crowds flocked to competitions to get a taste of the latest social commentary, wittily penned by energetic singers. So in order to stand out, the performer had to leave a memorable impression on the audience.
Well, I could tell. The way when my name was Grynner first, and a lot of people that came from playing cricket. My skipper, we needed some runs to win, so I was batting about number 7. And the skipper told me to grind them in the dust, and that is how I get the name Grynner. But the mighty is a normal thing for calypsonians. You got mighties and you got lords. You got Lord Blakey, Lord Melody, you know what I mean?
There was a great sense of confidence held by these performers, and despite the popular use of mighty to express prowess in their stage names, each singer possessed distinctive musical traits which made the name uniquely theirs. Monikers like Mighty Producer, Mighty Romeo, Mighty Gabby, Mighty Destroyer, Mighty Charmer, Mighty Dragon, and Mighty Liar. Each made a lasting impact on the music.
Well, Mighty Gabby is a sportsman for that. He's who wrote the song. He wrote it, and he had boots, hit it, and he told me, Grynner, I could see you doing that with this song more than I will. So I asked him, so how you can see me doing the kind of character where you will put yourself in this, I ain't gonna find to put it. So I took the song, liked the song, go to work on days and I rehearsed the song. But I took my head on a cement bike, or I used to work at a concrete place, factory that time, driving tractor. And every time I get a chance, I just got the cement bike. But I took the song, you to learn it better by learning it out of your head, you know. So when I went to Gabby and tell Gabby about this, what you can do, and so he was so amazed that from the first night of the tent, it was encore after encore.
After bursting onto the scene in 1968, Mighty Grynner stayed true to his promise never to quit. eventually winning 7 Tune Up the Crop titles spread throughout the 80s and 90s. But his first major hit, Mr. T, was a slick, sharply penned social commentary highlighting the grievances with the then sitting Prime Minister.
Well, the environment would have been a lot different today because they were older, the generation that used to listen to the singing with the older field of people, and not the young folks today, how the young folks behave. Those old people would sit down in the tent and applaud you when you do, especially social commentary songs. When I did a song like Stinging Bee, those people went so crazy. They tell me, you know, you sing a social commentary. I tell them, no, this is a fun song. No, this is social commentary. But for me, it's a fun song. You understand? Because I make fun with the song, and they're right, it's a commentary. Yeah, I know which social commentary would have been. But by doing it in an up-tempo kind of thing, it will have me a bit off. Because you got in your mind that social commentary is slow. But social commentary could be a little more moderate, you know. So you could put the tempo, T is the commentary, C, B is the commentary, all of them going is the commentary, but it's an upbeat, uplift. Well, I won't really say that because Sudan had social commentaries in his day when he was biting and really flashing the calypso, because Sudan was one of the leading pioneers before me and Gabby. So he always do commentaries. So when me and Gabby and me all Destroyer and Viper and that crowd, we knew what it was like to do commentary. And then you do with the ones for the people to laugh. Right? The commentary is the most serious thing with people to applaud when you've done. But you always got the noise with the crowd in it.
The crowds could not get enough of the Mighty Grynner and his energetic delivery. He spoke to their struggles in a manner that almost disguised the social commentary of the song.
Well, it was a way to capture both, because the old and the young them loved the music. You know, in 1983, I noticed it was,
In 1983, the same year that Mighty Grynner delivered his tongue lashing to the sitting Prime Minister, Tom Adams opened the Spring Garden Highway. Some could say coincidence or irony, but in 2019, that same highway was renamed in honor of the Mighty Grynner.
I really didn't spot it. No, you're telling me. So it's a very nice feeling, and that particular day was a very nice feeling for me. So it told me that something was happening.
The Mighty Grynner continued his rise with the guidance of famed music producer Eddie Grant of Ice Studios.
Well, I met Eddie Grant through the Mighty Gabby. Gabby went to record with Eddie, voice recording. He made mention of me. So it was always a rumor that people can hear what he's singing in the tent. But it wasn't my fault. It's the way I behave in the tent. My energetic behavior and style. So when I sing, I doing my fancy movements and things, you would get the noise. So then the noise would overpower me singing. So that's why. But Eddie Grant said, but Garrett, I will take a chance with him. And we became friends from then till now. Eddie Grant always tell me, Gryns, don't mind Garrett. You are better than him, you know. You are better than him. They cannot master what you are doing. You have your own personality of what you're doing, and they have this. But they can't, no, a fella in Barbados can't touch you, Gryns. You see how you don't know, you don't see, or you don't hear yourself phrasing these songs. So I meet Eddie Grant through Gabby, and he's a very loyal fella. He's a very decent guy. He's both me and Gabby's father, and he tells everybody that. And we appreciate him so much that we look up to him as our father. Well, we talk working with Eddie Grant ain't easy. It ain't no flash of the pan thing that you go in there and we walk out in the hour. I remember when I was doing Get Out the Way, I had a line that I had to go up in a high key. So every time I get there, he said, Gryns, you ain't there, back down, come again. I did that for about 48 times or so. Till he said, Granny, you see me? Go upstairs and rest with Gabbarts. I am not taking down your Gabbarts tonight. At 10 o'clock I'll be ready for you in the morning. So voice up there, I tell Gabby play the guitar, man. So Gabby started to tram. I said, I going from up on this high part. So when I hit any note, or Gabby tell me, Granny, come back again. Do it again. I did that for Gabby about 40 times. Now we sit it on the bed. And Gabby, I did that for Gabby about 40 times. All the time, Gabby see Eddie, in the morning, I can jump Eddie. He said, oh, you can jump me? I said, as he said, I can tell you ready. So as here done, Eddie come down, doing up his hair nice. Grinds, you ready? I said, around the top and come. Everything, I said, you cool, are you ready? So when I go on behind, he screaming out to sing. When he get there, and he hit the note, Eddie fly out with the chair and said, Gabbarts, he go on clear. Although he go on clear, I repeat that line 12 more times again. For him to pick the best. Well, he did that with Sousie. Sousie was never to work with in the studio. Which is, when it's a Sousie, Michael Ford will be director. And he did that there, but that was real work to get that into them because when you're in the studio, you can't really jump behind him, jump up in the air with the mic, or off the mic. You have to be into the mic all the time. But we had trouble with him jumping up because when you hear the music, he can keep still. Yeah, but I had nice times with Bike, Vasily, Viper, Romeo, Destroyer, and my boss, Pompey. We all traveled together. We had nice times again up to today. We used to be at one in the early days. Then the fella, I don't like that line, take out that from there. And that's what we used to do. But today now you cannot get one of these youngsters and tell them to move the line. Them move the line, that's their line. Well, maybe is a gentleman. Well, the younger they may get, so he's a youngster, but yet still he's the old form. He's the old form, because he know to behave, he know to guide himself, and everything like that. I always had everybody behind me, whether I win or not. The younger generation love me the same way as the older generation. And the young generation today looks up to me very, very, very well. And for instance, I did a song with Edwin. Last year, I did a song with Edwin. Me and Edwin did a song together. I did one with the Lily girl years ago. So I still think in between with one another.
Despite winning 7 titles, Grynner still sees the value of competition and introducing new blood to the industry.
Well, I think the best things that we had we had to be in the 80s or so. I mean, we had Battleground and Untouchables. This was really excitement. You don't get the excitement today like we had before. Although the things, when is more, you have to pay more to go in the tents. But you pay more to go in the tents. But I find that we're getting less money in the 80s. It sounds strange, but this is real.
After finding much success in the tents and competitions, the impact of COVID-19 now threatens this cultural pastime.
I think that we got a hard fight, but this COVID ain't easy. It's a very hard fight. Being able to be the same again, because they had about 6 jigs to do overseas, so 6 jigs cancelled. Some change that you're missing. And you don't have no tents, so more change missing again. Yeah, but we can't get back what we lost. What we lost, we can't get back. It ain't gonna happen so in a hurry. Later we had to see what can happen, because another thing that people are hugging people no more again like before. So you ain't gonna get that crowd bunching up. They walk up on this boy and walk up, and then you gotta walk up at a distance.
Colin Reed tribute.
Yes, he used to be here with me here in the early All we can, and another thing, me, Observer, Kinky Star, used to sing in a band called Spring on the Barns. We used to do Sunday school before they had the highway on Bajan every Sunday. The thing we used to do called Sunday school. It used to be me, Observer, Kinky Star with Spring on the Barns. And the first Sunday that he sang down there, when Shada came out with that song, bim 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 bam, bim 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 dum bam, bim 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 bam bam, bim bim bim. You get right. And I remember every Sunday people used to be looking forward for this one with that. That time I used to pick up some pepper sauce and things, you know. So they always looking for me on Sundays when they back going down the road zigzagging with the pepper sauce and me. So the fellas used to be jumping, oh Lord, the Sunday school teacher coming. It was nice. We had nice times. Well, all we want to add is say is I'm happy to see that we are successful in getting over the COVID. Because the other countries had warning, but they didn't live up to the warning like we, as a small little country, Barbados, proved. And it was recognized the other day that Barbados actually is number one place for keeping the virus away.
No matter the time.